Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on Diddy. Listen, Diddy's trial, the trial of a lifetime, okay? The trial where he is fighting for his life is coming up in a few weeks, May 5th. And I think at the 11th hour, he's getting a little nervous. He's scrambling for lawyers and he wants several high-powered people added to his team of lawyers. So he first asked earlier today, he's looking for ASAP, a female black lawyer who is ready to work right now. He wants them to join his team. And he is also asking for the lawyer that defended Young Thug in the YSL case to help defend Diddy. And that lawyer heard the call and now is trying to get privileges at the 11th hour to be able to practice in the Southern District of New York. And listen, if you're a lawyer and Diddy's calling you and you want to make a quick 2-3 million, hey, go for it. So, Diddy, I want Young Thug's lawyer defending me. He waited late, but hey, Diddy is looking to beef up his legal defense team with an attorney famous for defending Young Thug in court. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, Georgia attorney Brian Steele wants to be admitted to practice law in the Southern District of New York so he can help defend Diddy at trial. That's Brian Steele. Brian's known for repping Young Thug in the rapper's YSL RICO case. Diddy targeting Brian to join his growing legal team is interesting. As we first reported, our sources told us Diddy Camp was searching for a black female attorney to join his current team of Mark and Tenny. Instead, it appears Brian emerged as the candidate. Okay, so he's saying, listen, you can't find a black female lawyer, no worry. I can help you out because I know this stuff. I know what you're up against. I help Young Thug and I could perhaps help you. If I'm not mistaken, though, I want to say, didn't Young Thug get the worst deal out of his situation? But I guess he's free. So that's all that matters, right?
The Diddy trial in New York, the criminal case where he could end up facing life in prison if convicted. And they still do not have a legal team locked.
They are actually trying to add to that legal team now. We're less than 3 weeks. I mean, this is almost as 11th hour as you can get.
Oh, yeah.
To be adding on a case like this that is so many layers and that
takes months to prepare.
But Diddy is looking for a specific kind of lawyer, and I think it kind of makes sense. He wants a black female lawyer to be standing with him as part of his team when this trial begins.
So, look, part of this is obvious, isn't it? Why he wants a black female lawyer. I mean, given the backdrop, the charges, we've seen it before. We've seen this in other cases. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But this is not window dressing. They are specifically, we're told, and we have really good sources, we are told that they are looking for a black female lawyer with serious legal chops.
Right. This is not someone who's just going to be standing in court or sitting with the team for photos when they actually there won't be photos. It's federal court, but they want someone who's had experience and has chops for a case like this in federal court.
Now, without saying who, we know that certain lawyers have already been passed over because of that. So they're being very particular about it. But look. Race is going to play a part in this case. We did a documentary. We've done actually 4 documentaries now on Diddy. And in one, his lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, made it very clear that race is going to be front and center.
Let's switch our focus to the government. In my opinion, I'm just going to say it the way it is. No friend historically of the successful black man. Okay, none. And they start making this case, in my opinion, as a takedown of a successful black man. Here's a man who has made some of the most important businesses owned by a black man. Run, owned, created, founded. The vision was that of a black man. What have we done? We have reduced him, not everyone, but a large amount of our society, to being a monster. That should make us shake in our boots.
So Mark Agnifilo, obviously white.
Yes.
The co-counsel is Tenny Garrigus, white. And Mark Garrigus, her dad, who we're told is going to play a significant part in this case? White.
Well, and let's remember, you're going to have at least one witness and probably a parade of witnesses of black females who are going to claim they were victimized by Diddy. And so in order to give sort of a human face to that, maybe suggest that that's not the case, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, the jury is finding cues in every piece of evidence, but also who's representing him. And if they just have a bunch of white folks sort of defending him, all those black female alleged victims maybe going to look like they're being targeted by his high-priced legal team.
How stunning, though, is it, Jason? 3 weeks out, and they don't have it.
Like, it makes sense. The part that doesn't make sense is 3 weeks out.
Yeah, I guess it is sort of strange. I mean, I mean, it should have been an issue. One would have thought it was initiated by Agnifilo, right? And Garagos, the head of the trial team. I don't know. It's an odd thing. I would have expected it by now for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they've known that the trial date has been set for several months. So this seems like a search that should have been happening in January or December.
Well, I mean, look, to get up to speed on a case like this, it generally takes months. I mean, months and months and months. This, I can tell you, like Joe Tecopina, when he did ASAP Rocky, he worked on that case almost full-time for 8 months before the trial. So, and this is at least as complicated. It's way more complicated than ASAP Rocky.
Yes.
But we will see. I mean, they are on the hunt.
So we want to play you something here now. This is shifting gears a little bit, but it is one of Diddy's closest confidants, his friend Stevie J, who clearly is not only confident about what the outcome of this trial will be, but has some very specific ideas of what Diddy should do when the trial is over. And Stevie J clearly feels that Diddy's going to beat this, that he will be acquitted. Here's what he told us when we ran into him yesterday here in LA.
Of course, the trial's coming up with Diddy. Free the guy. I know you said you think he's going to be cleared of all charges. How do you think it's going to play out?
I mean, it's just a lot of attached to it. You notice those 200 cases from that lawyer from, what's his guy, Busby or whatever? He can't even practice in New York.
Well, you think about the industry going kind of silent about it, all of his friends. And
if I was him, when I get out, I would none of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? I would just keep it family and close loved ones. I would actually have a Diddy party and invite everybody to the Diddy party and get on the mic if I was him and be like, yo, I never want to see him ever again.
Do you think he can start the parties back up after this? You think it'll be the same?
They'll always go to a Diddy.
They're going to always go to a Diddy party. All right.
Absolutely.
Beg to differ.
Yeah.
Beg to differ. But I'm surprised at that because he was in one of our documentaries and he was way more cautious about it than they.
I don't know what's happened in the last few months, why he feels more confident now. But yeah, I don't know. First of all, there's a long way to go before we get to Diddy's acquitted. If that were to happen, I can't imagine Diddy parties are what they used to be. Sorry, Stevie.
Hi, my name is Zach Ross, calling from Huntington Beach, California. And with 3 weeks approaching, I'd be really anxious to find the right lawyer. With the consequences he's looking at, potentially life in prison, I don't know if I want to bet everything on having, specifically a black female lawyer. I don't know if that's really the direction to go.
Well, he's not betting everything on it. This person obviously is going to be part of the team.
There is a legal team in place.
Yes.
Mark Agnifilo, who's a very accomplished lawyer, as is Tenny Garagos.
Yeah.
They're, from all accounts, are going to be lead.
Well, they're the ones who are most up to date on the case. They've had months to work on it.
Listen, let me see. So our sources say high-powered attorney Mark will assume a significant role in Diddy's case, while Mark and Tenny will continue to be lead counsel. Diddy's defense team has been doing some shuffling recently. Attorney Anthony RICO jumped ship back in February. Bryant looking to join the fold comes virtually on the 11th hour. Jury selection in Diddy's federal trial is scheduled for May 5th, with opening statements coming 1 week later, though Mark and Tenny have asked the judge to push the start date at least by 2 weeks, which they kind of came to with the 11th hour with that pushing it out by 2 weeks, right? And that is part of why Anthony RICO left, because he kept telling them we need more time. And this scrambling around to get lawyers at the 11th hour is, to me, telling you you needed more time. But anyway, guys, what do you think about Brian still trying to get in on this deal and make some of this cash by being on Diddy's team? Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks, everybody. And I'll see you on the next video. Let me know your thoughts.